Enjoy. Yes. My name is Enjoy, and if this is your first time catching me live here, yes, I'm doing this every day, one between 1 to 1:30. I'm a little bit late, but anyway, I hope you're doing fine, and it's not a Manic Monday, but it's a day where it's a privilege and it's a great opportunity for you to take a new step, a new change. And whatever you're going through in life, I just want to remind you that I know you've got this. For some people, you need to hang on a little bit, it's okay. But don't forget to give grace to yourself. Yes, and yes, my I'm going to share about stories because whether we like it or not, we all have stories to tell. You have story, I have story. We don't have the same but different. But I believe every story has a reason, and every story has a potential to bring to impact the world, to impact the society, to impact the community and the people around you if you choose to share it. But of course, to some of you, you won't. And for some reason, maybe it digs up the pain in the past, uh, the emotions that, cling with that past, particularly. We all have different stories anyway. So you choose to keep it to yourself, you choose to hide it. However, the, it could be a tool, a help to bring the closure and healing. But to other people, including me, I choose to share. That's why I keep sharing my stories. I have a lot of stories because I believe my story happens for a reason. Or if not, I know I find a reason to share it because my story, I believe, and your story, I believe, it brings hope, inspire to a lot of people out there. You never know, you know. So you know, so yes. So, but particularly, I am going to bring you in a journey when I decided to say yes to the opportunity that knocks to me two 2 months ago. I think 3 months ago to be part of this book collaboration. Book collaboration, we are making a book compilation of our stories. We are 13 authors. And I was like, can I make it? But our leader, the one who leads us and organize these things, she was so amazing, telling me, giving me the confidence that of course you can, if you're willing to share your story. But this is particularly to like the letters to my teenage selves. It's like this book is actually written, and we create this to give hope to the young people, to the young adult, and to the teenagers that is struggling difficulties right now, and telling them that there is hope, telling them that you are not alone and that you are seen. You've got this. Yes. So that's how it is. Yeah. So then I will start. When I said yes, I didn't really realize that when I say yes, there's also, there's also like, although I am grateful, I am so grateful to be part of this. It's an honor, and there's, yeah, new thing for me, but I didn't realize that going back to my past, it triggers, the pain that as I keep, and it's not easy. It's a very uncomfortable feeling to go back in time and to process all those feelings, because that's how we are going to. So in order for us to share our story, and in that process I cried, just just looking back to what happened to that person that hurt me, to that person that says bad words on me, it really hard. It was like, that's why a lot of people choose not to share their story, choose not to go back. But I believe, because this is just a chapter of my story, this is not my whole story. For other stories I have, I I decided to have a peace with it. I decided to go back in time and face the hang, the the unclosure story. So in my teenage story, I go back in time and go through the process. And yes, I cried. Yes, it was so uncomfortable. And you know what? But what although it's so painful, but what I got, what really benefits me is that I get to learn myself more ever. I learn new things, and also I get to rediscover myself, about what this person says to me, that it was not true. And also I get to have the closure of that part of me, that I have the closure, because it's so important. Because I don't know about you, but me, I was a kind of person that I don't like trouble. I don't like discussion. I want always peace. I don't know. So in before, I always tend, when there is like a discussion that needs to have and to discuss, or yeah, I would run from it. I would rather do another thing than just bringing the closure to that, because I don't like uncomfortable feelings. I don't like the pain. I want the easy way, you know? So I keep those things, I keep it beside me, unresolved, just being there. And being there, putting that besides you, no one will taking care of those things. It's only you. No one can touch it, no one can comment. And whether you like it or not, even how many years have passed by, that things that happened to me, I was, I think, 9 years old. So I brought it with me into my adulthood, and bring and allow those manifestations, some manifestation, and allowing to control myself, because I don't make any closure. So when I was doing this project, this thing, this book, I went through all the process. And it was, as I said, it was painful and uncomfortable. But you know what happened? It brings the closure. It gives me the closure. Oh, finally. You know, the feeling of kilos and tons of emotions that taking off from me after I got the closure, and after I've just sealed it. That's finished. Could you imagine that? I was 9 years old, between 9 and 10 years old. That happened. And then I am now in my 46, and I got that closure. And not only that, I also got the healing. I'm sorry, but I got the healing. I didn't realize that I need healing in that part area of my life, and I have that healing. So in going through with the journey of taking back again to my past, I got this learning experience, and discovery of myself, and closure, and healing inside, in that part of my area. And that's why I always choose to share my story, whether it is not comfortable for me or not, because I'm thinking that when I'm sharing my story, I know that I'm bringing inspiration and hope and courage to other people. And so this is what it's all about. This book, the letters to my teenage self, this is a wonderful, amazing, powerful, full of advice, full of inspiration, and it empowers the youth of today. And if you read my caption, I am actually uh, inviting, if you're a parent of a teenage who's struggling something, if you're a teachers who know that your pupil between 8 to 11 to 21 who's struggling with many different issues in lives, because this is different. There's a lot of topic, there's a lot of stories in this. We are 13 authors who shares our different stories that I'm sure it will really empower your youth, the youth of today. And if you are young people, youth who are just suddenly you hear this, I encourage you, read the caption, and there's still time. And what can how can you see hope in the future in spite of what you're going through in life? And when you have that hope, how can you put it in art? Because sometimes life is like an art. It's not sometimes, but how we deal with it is an art. So you can create an art, whatever kind of art, and you can send it to the email that is provided in the caption, and also the address. Yes, that is true. So we are so excited. This book is going to be in release in June. Our Yeah, in UK. I'll be flying there for the launching, and I'm so excited for this. This is my first book ever to be an author, being a author published, and it's such a privilege, and it's such a blessing for me. And yes, so you know what? Don't hesitate. And if you are going through a lot right now, it's okay. Take it like an investment in your life, because those those fears and those pain that you are going through, those struggles, it will make you stronger, and it will give you more wisdom in life in the future, and it will make you more, like, you have the authority to share this to other people because it's your story. And yes, don't I encourage you to share your story. Don't hesitate that. And you have to know that whatever happened to you in the past, what is the things that you are facing today, this is not how will define you, and this is not who defined you. What defines you is what you believe in yourself, how God sees you, how God defined you. When He created you, He already put a built in of identity and definition of your life. He loves you, He cares for you, and He have a great future and hope for you. So so I think that's all I wanted to share. And please read the caption, and I'm encouraging you to share it to other people, because this is not just like about this book, but this book will really, we believe it will really helping our teenager of today who's struggling, and letting them know they are not alone, and they are seen, and they are loved, so yes, I think that's all. And if you have something to share about, if you are like, for example, if I will giving you a challenge, if you will take your time back in time, what would you give an advice to your teenage self? What would be? How? Yeah. So yes, and know that you are worth it. Know that you are amazing, and you you are loved, you are accepted, and you have a great future. Okay, see you next time, see you tomorrow. I know that I owe a video for the implementation of what I have shared last week. I'm going to do that perhaps tomorrow. And yes, Stay tuned and thank you for watching. God bless you and bye.